So, I want to talk about uh, the unrest over in South Africa. And this took place right after their president, Jacob Zuma, got arrested. Right now, due to what's going on in Africa, there's been tons of rioting, looting that's going that was taking place literally right after uh, Zuma got arrested. Why did Zuma get arrested? Um, um, During the time of his ruling, there was like alleged corruption and literally right after he stepped down, it was like a commission that was going on, and there was like so much allegations, and they were trying to investigate, but at the same time, Zuma, didn't even bother talking about it. I mean, despite an order to do so from South Africa's constitutional court. So, as we're speaking right now, um, Zuma is spending about 15 months in a joint for contempt of court. He obviously got arrested right then and there, and you know, it's crazy going on. Like the real hard hitting parts of South Africa is obviously over in its capital, Johannesburg, and its other political capital called Pretoria. So right now, we're speaking, not only they're going through like a bunch of rioting and unrest, you know, stores been looted, malls have been ransacked, factories have been set on fire, and and what's even the sad part is that they've had multiple waves of the coof, multiple waves of the beer bug, um, and there's been so much government imposed lockdowns. And then, how is it impacting South America? I mean, South Africa's uh, economy? Well, basically, they had to shut down a bunch of oil refineries over there um, because of insecurity reasons. And then, they had to shut down other places like highways and other transportational areas as well. So now, Ramaphosa, is supposedly working on cleaning up its government and ruling. And but at this moment now we're speaking, um, it's just it's just crazy and terrible and sad of what's going on in South Africa. Now the question I have to ask is this: could this happen in America, in the United States? Um, Truth of the matter is, it could happen. And in my humble opinion, I think it may happen, and I'm a bit worried that it will happen, that something like that, what's going on currently in South Africa, may take place in America. I mean, I and I will also think that that if we end up going into a communist agenda, this may this may hit us, the United States, even much harder than what it did when the coof pandemic, the beer bug pandemic, basically started last year. I mean, let's just take this as a grain of salt because last year during the time when George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, um, Rayshard Brooks, when when those three got killed via police violence, or literally, even though those three were literally criminals back then, um, literally they, people were rioting. Statues were being torn down. Um, Even here in Madison, Wisconsin, you know, there were times when certain buildings in the downtown area had to be boarded up because of that very reason. Um, and not only that, it was like a lot of but but a couple of months beforehand, it was rioting going on. Parts of downtown Madison were vandalized, and and it's like this. But over in South Africa, people who were looting over there, they were saying they are stealing to help people provide for their families and put pressure on a failed government to provide for them. I mean, it's literally nothing more than just political um, political nonsense. Here in America, where there's it's literally starting to act this way, the the thing I worry about is if we end up going to that same route what South Africa is going through right now. You know, I will also say that if we end up getting more lockdowns, um, you know, God forbid if we might end up having another surge of infections from the coof, from the beer bug, from the trichom virus, you know, we may not even be able to recover. Now, this is just an opinion. Don't. This is just an opinion right here. But I will also say this: I I want to keep. I think we need to keep South Africa in our prayers, ladies and gentlemen. Um, as of now, I'm Chuck Johnson, a.k.a. Kid Thunder. For those of you who've had subscribed to this channel, I want to thank you for subscribing. Uh, and you guys take care and have a nice day.